All right, good morning, everyone. Court will resume with the December 7th, 2022 docket. And the first case we're going to call here is
Number 4.
number 4. That'll
No. Number 10.
number 10.
Mhm.
Okay. State, I have number 10 here, CR 2202-656D, Diana Obaye. And I think you have an announcement, right, ma'am?
Yes, Judge. Go ahead,
Judge,
Ms.
if I may, this is a PTD case. She's been on the program for 6 months and she complied with all conditions.
All right. What is the request state?
But Your Honor, at this time, the state is moving that this case be dismissed, Judge.
All right. The court will hereby grant state's motion to dismiss in CR 2202-656D, State versus Diana Obaye. This case is hereby dismissed. That'll do it, ma'am. Your excuse. Have a great day, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. To number 1, I think Mr. Moises Flores is in the courtroom.
Okay, number one.
And I think Mr. Michael Morris will be here this year.
All right, let me look at that one here.
And Mr. Gamba is connecting.
Connecting. Okay, there we go. Good morning, Mr. Mr. Flores, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, good morning. And good morning, Mr. Morris.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. And I believe we're here on CR 16-06-944D, and that'll be State versus Patricio Gamba. And what is is it your motion, Mr. Flores?
That is correct, Judge. This is an application for a writ of habeas corpus seeking relief from a misdemeanor conviction under pursuant to Article 11.09 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, Your Honor, and we're ready to proceed.
Okay. And were you going to put some testimony or just going to be argument?
I'm not sure how the state's going to proceed on this matter, Your Honor, but we're ready to proceed.
Judge, we would not necessarily need to present anything. The writ is Mr. Flores is to present.
Okay.
Yes, Judge. So,
Okay, well, you may proceed, Mr. Flores.
yeah, Judge, on behalf of Mr. Gamba, we filed this application before this court on this matter, Your Honor. This is a case involving a DWI Class B misdemeanor conviction, where Mr. Gamba went ahead and was the judge guilty of this offense back in 2016. He entered a plea before this court on this matter. Mr. Guilty, this court did find him guilty and assessed a fine and community supervision on this matter. Mr. Daca is not and was not a U.S. citizen at the time that he entered his plea. Based on his advice of counsel, he entered his plea without knowing the legal consequences of his plea, how it would affect him in immigration matters. He is a DACA recipient. Because of this guilt, his conviction, his record, he is not able to renew his DACA, something he was unaware prior to mention a plea of guilty on this matter. As such, Judge, grounds for relief on this matter, constitutional Padilla, he was not properly advised by his counsel at the time, Judge, so we're seeking relief and asking this court to grant this application to allow Mr. Gamba to go ahead and proceed in the trial and measure of this case and vacate any plea of guilty that he may have in this matter, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Morris?
Generally, Judge, we're going to leave it in your discretion. We would note that the underlying trial attorney in this was Joe Ramirez, who is now the 464th District Court Judge. There was a felony out of this transaction that was dismissed as a part of this plea, and we would just let this court know that it's within its discretion.
Okay, and so this was back in 2016. I have it here, plea of guilty. And then I'm going to have to look at the admonishments that the court gave when I review the. So what I'll do for now is take the matter under advisement. And if I need to go back to the transcript, I'll look at it, okay? So we'll leave it alone for right now, take it under advisement, and hopefully come up with a ruling later this month. Okay, guys?
Thank you, Judge. My big excuse, Your Honor.
Y'all my big
Thank you.
C's. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, next one.
I think Rick,
Oh yeah, let me ask Rick.
I don't know who else is in the.
Yes, sir. Bailiff, anybody else in the courtroom?
Yes, Judge, I have Mr. Joe Bravo, number 5 on the docket.
Okay, Mr. Joe Bravo. That'll be David Garza. David Garza.
And Judge, this is a restitution hearing, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Cost number CR 20-09047D, David Eduardo Garza. And state, is there an announcement on this one?
Who's the victim?
Your Honor, if we can have the victim's name be called out, Judge.
And what is the name?
Narciso Garcia.
Narciso Garcia. All right. First of all, Narciso Garcia is not in the waiting room. Now I'll ask bailiff. Well, I think he's been out already. To call out the name 3 times.
Judge Narciso Garcia was called 3 times and there was no response.
All right. Thank you, bailiff. Yes, state.
Judge, the victim was mailed a letter notifying him of today's restitution hearing. As there has been no response from the victim, the state asks that restitution in his case be set at 0.
All right. Cost number CR 20. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, if I may, at the time of the plea, Judge, we'd also, it had been going to be an open plea to the court asking for a time served, Judge. We're within the 30 days for the, still have retained its plenary power to modify a judgment. And we were requesting that if the judgment were to have a 0 judgment for the amount of restitution, we ask the court consider making it a time served, Your Honor.
And usually the court makes those kinds of propositions. So anyway, first of all, 0 restitution for CR 20-09047D, State versus David Eduardo Garza. That is 0 restitution. Now, I guess what we're asking for is for an amended judgment of a time served. Amended judgment of time served. So, State, would you look into that, please?
And Judge, I believe the documents have already been e-filed.
Correct.
It's already been filed.
Oh, it's already e-filed. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'll look at it. We'll look at it. We'll sign it. Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Bravo, did you have anything else?
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
You may be excused. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
And Mr. Lopez, Ted Lopez.
Mr. Ted Lopez.
Juan Manuel Peña.
Okay.
Excuse me. Number 4.
Yeah, my number 12 here, CR 22-04280D, Juan Miguel Peña. Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Lopez.
Good morning, Judge.
And what's the announcement on this one?
Okay, he is present, Judge. Your Honor, I think we're just set for either like a pretrial status, Your Honor. We're just requesting a little more time so we can keep working on this case, Judge.
Judge, and if
okay.
I may, he's got some violations on the mobile device.
All right. When was he placed on the?
Back in July, Judge, he started off doing good. However, the last couple of months, he's been missing quite a bit. And for the month of September, I have 78. For the month of October, I have 26. I'm still waiting for November's report, but I do have daily missed tests. I'm not sure how accurate those are until I get the full report, Judge, but if he can be admonished.
Okay, Mr. Peña.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So there's some violations here with your, do you have the mobile or you have the lock?
The mobile.
The mobile, okay. And you're not using it properly or what's going on here?
I've been using it every single day. I've been late a few times. A few times I've fallen asleep during the night and I don't wake up and I miss the thing. I've been sick a couple of times. I've had COVID, but every time it says it's passed. I've never violated anything. I've done everything that I've done the whole thing every single day. Sometimes I do miss it, but
are you employed right now?
yes, I am, sir.
Okay. So Ms. Ramirez, what are you recommending, ma'am?
Judge, if he could just be admonished, in September, he only took 12 tests out of the 90, 78 were skipped, and there wasn't any late ones or anything. For the month of October, he had 26, and from those, there wasn't any late ones. So those were completely missed, because I do give him credit sometimes when they're late, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but these are completely missed tests.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened in September. That's 78. He almost didn't test the whole entire month, Judge.
Okay, give me a date for January. I'm gonna try to get a date here for January for status again. And if there's any more that are any more violations, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just revoke his bond.
Yes, Your Honor. And until then,
Sir,
I'll try to work something out before then as well, Your Honor.
Okay,
sir, I haven't missed any tests, sir. I swear to God, I've tested every single day. I haven't had anything. Every single day I take that device to work. Sometimes on my breaks, I'll come in and I forget about it, but I have tested every single day. It says on the little device every time I test, it says pass. Every single day, at 5 o'clock in the morning, between 8
January
and 8
18th,
o'clock at night, and at 10.
January.
I have not violated. I have not missed any single test. I have not. I just
Okay.
promise I-
all right, let me set the case for January the 18th, 10 a.m. January the 18th, 10 a.m. And I will set it for status. And if at that time, Mr. Lopez, you work something out, please let the court know, okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll do.
Let us know beforehand so we can get you ready for a plea or anything like that.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, okay, just be careful out there, Mr. Peña. Because if we have to have a hearing in open court, everybody in person, I'm gonna have to hear some testimony. And if I decide that you have to be revoked, we're gonna revoke you. So just be careful, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you all may be excused. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Number 3, Mr. Whitaker is in person and Mr. Rogelio Marquez is connected.
All right, Mr. Number 3? Number 3, Mr. Whitaker.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Good morning. You represent CR 19-14-930-70. Rogelio Marquez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Mr. Marquez is on. Your Honor, I believe I've been in contact with the DA's office regarding this case. They made an offer of time served on a DWI. However, my client has already served an entire prison sentence during the pendency in between. And he's presently a CDL holder and works in transport. He will probably need to go to trial given the DA's recommendation, Your Honor.
Okay. You want to do a jury trial, pre-trial, or?
Let's do another pre-trial and then we'll.
Okay, let me do another pre-trial. Let's do January the 18th. 10 a.m.
Very well, Your Honor. And
Yeah, January 10.
and perhaps, you know, it really is not very good public policy to inhibit somebody's employment when they're coming out of prison. I mean, he's got a job. This would actually make him unemployed. That's really poor public policy. And perhaps the DA's office needs to ponder a little bit on that subject.
Okay, how much time did he do when he was away during the pendency of this case? Do you know?
I can give you that. No, just give me just a second, Your Honor. His sentence date was 2019. His date that he left, I believe, is the 26th of October 2022. So he basically served almost 2 years. It's a year. It looks like it's 23 months. 23 months, Judge.
All right. Okay. Let's set it for January the 18th pre-trial. Okay, sir. 10 a.m.
Yes. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. You may be excused. Thank you.
I am Attorney Daniel Gonzalez.
Okay. Dan Gonzalez. That'll be for
Number 19.
number 19.
Eduardo Ramos. It's a restitution.
All right. Here we go. Restitution hearing. We got CR 22.
May I be excused?
May I be excused, Judge?
You're excused. Yes, you're excused. Have a good day. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
CR 22-11-401D, Eduardo Ortiz Ramos. And that is set for restitution.
Judge, if there's a Luis Lopez in
Yes.
the waiting room, Judge, that's the victim
Yes.
in this case.
Yes, Luis Lopez is in the waiting room. Do we have the Eduardo?
No.
No, I don't see Eduardo.
Mr. Gonzalez is right here.
Yeah, Mr. Gonzalez, can you hear me?
Judge,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me, Judge? I don't know why the video. Oh, here you go. 1 second.
Yes, I can hear you. And your client is Eduardo Ramos, right?
Yes, Your Honor, and Your Honor, he is currently he did get deported, Your Honor. He's not in the States, to my understanding, Your Honor. Unfortunately, but of course I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we have Mr. Luis Lopez, who I think is the victim in this case. And I think the state wants to put on some evidence.
Yes,
Right,
Judge.
state? You
Yes,
call
Judge.
Mr. Lopez as your witness? Okay.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Lopez, you need to unmute.
There you go, Judge.
All right, good morning, sir. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
So help me God. Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down and you may begin, state.
Thank you, Judge. Can you please state your name for the record,
Luis Antonio Lopez.
Mr. Lopez? And were you a victim of a DWI that occurred on or about October 29th, 2022?
That is correct, ma'am.
Okay. And what kind of damages did you sustain as a result of this incident?
My rear bumper of my truck got damaged. It got pushed in. There was damage to the trim of the bumper, and the light that illuminates the plate also got damaged. It popped out.
Okay. And you submitted documents to the district attorney's office, is that correct?
That's correct, ma'am. Yes.
And for the record, we did hand over those documents to opposing counsel, Mr. Gonzalez, yesterday, Judge. So can you describe the document, Mr. Lopez, that you, well, the first one that you sent over was a picture of a receipt, is that correct?
That's correct. In order for me to get an estimate for the truck, the company that the dealership recommended wanted a $25 payment in order for them to give me an estimate on the vehicle. So we had to pay it up front before we got the initial estimate.
Okay. So then that's the $25 receipt. And then can you describe the next document that you submitted?
Yes, ma'am. It was a detailed, I guess, estimate on what was going to be needed to be repaired, which was the bumper was $315. The labor of the replacement of the bumper is $189, and I guess the mechanical labor for any electrical is $57. And there's some other miscellaneous charges for like $10 disposal fee and $15 for processing, something like that, for a grand total of $640 with 63 cents, including the $25 of the estimate fee.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. And Your Honor, at this time, the state is requesting that restitution be ordered in the amount of $640.63.
All right, thank you, state. Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any questions?
Yes, Judge, a few questions.
Okay.
Mr. Lopez, how you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. So just to clarify, Mr. Lopez, it's just an estimate. You haven't paid anything, the
No.
damages haven't been repaired. It's just an estimate.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And then regarding the day of the accident, sir, the officer allowed you to leave, correct? Basically because there was no damages, essentially. Maybe minor, but he didn't ask you to stick around and, answer a few questions. He basically allowed you to leave.
Well, he asked me what happened in the brief, and I told him what happened. We were in a stoplight, and then we got hit from behind. He asked if anyone was hurt. Initially, no one was hurt. We were more scared because we had kids in the car. And after that, he did release us.
Okay, gotcha, understood. And to your understanding, is there an accident report? Did he give you a little card indicating? Yes. Okay. And have you gotten the accident report?
Yes, matter of fact, we got it the day before yesterday. In order, in case if the dealership wanted proof that it was because of an accident. Yes, we do have it.
And to my understanding, my client had insurance. It should have popped up there on the accident report.
To my knowledge, it said he had no insurance. Not unless I misread it, but I understood he had no insurance.
Okay, to my understanding, yeah, he does, to my understanding. And again, just to clarify, that it's just an estimate, right? What you gave the DA's office, nothing's been paid yet. Again, it was just an estimate.
It is an estimate, but as for the bumper, it is $315. That is straight from whatever catalog, where they buy the bumper from.
And whatever labor, it's not going to change. I mean, labor, it will be labor. So, but no, to answer your question, we haven't paid for it yet.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. No more questions, Your Honor. And I would just have to say, Your Honor, at this point, would have to ask the restitution to be at minimum $25, Your Honor. That's the only amount that's been paid at this point in time, Your Honor. This could obviously be a civil case, Your Honor, if necessary. Mr. Lopez does have all the information in the accident report. As I mentioned, to my understanding, my client did have insurance, Your Honor. The Navy capped that, Your Honor. But at this point in time, Your Honor, again, given that there has been no actual full payment of the $600, I have to say, Your Honor, $25 restitution.
Judge, if I may, this accident did occur on October 29th, 2022. That's probably a little over a month ago, Judge. I do ask that you take into consideration that the victim, this takes time, Judge. It doesn't happen, overnight to get things repaired, especially with vehicles. And so at this time, given that the defendant has already pled out and we do have that 30-day window for restitution, we're asking that the court set it at the requested amount, Judge.
Okay. Court will go ahead and set it for $640.63. 640.63. Okay. All right. Thank you all very much. Y'all may be excused.
Thank you, Your
Have a
Honor.
great day. Thank you. Thank you.
We have Ms. Young's number 11.
Number 11.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
Waiting room.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. That'll be CR 22-033-09D. Eva Hernandez.
That is correct, Your Honor. I was appointed on this matter. We are set for arraignment today. Unfortunately, I have tried to reach my client through multiple avenues. We've called her, her number is disconnected. The emergency contact number is the same that she listed as her primary contact. We've sent her notices and they come back rejected. I did speak with the court this morning to see if she had reached out by any chance, to see if she was aware of today's setting. She has not called the court, Judge.
Okay, and I'll just ask bailiff to call the name 3 times.
Yes.
Eva Hernandez.
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, name of Eva Hernandez was called 3 times and there was no response.
Is that a defendant? Marcos Hernandez. That's not the same. The only thing I see in the waiting room is a Marcos Hernandez.
Judge, I can't hear you. Let me reconnect. Give me a second.
Okay.
No, Marcos Hernandez is number 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Marcos Hernandez is number 9. So anyway, court will hereby issue an ISI for CR 22-033-09D, State versus Eva Hernandez. That'll be a nice one. All right, that'll do it, Ms. Youngs. Thank you so much for that announcement. Okay, man.
Thank you, Judge. Have a wonderful day and
Have
have
a
a
good
happy
day.
holiday if I don't see you guys. Thank you.
All right, happy holidays. man.
557
All right.
994 3 1 6 7 396 6 7 3 396. I'm trying to join into my phone.
Can you hear me, Mr.
I
Bro?
can't hear you. My microphone is working, but can I connect to my phone?
Yes, you can get in your phone.
I'm on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right here. And who's the where's Mr. Brother here?
Can you hear me there, Judge? Let me get out of
Yes,
my
I can
computer.
hear you.
Sorry about this.
Yeah. Okay, let me see here.
I have to remove one, otherwise you have an.
Right.
It's only.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I can hear you now, Mr. Bro. Prado?
Okay, I was having trouble with my computer microphone.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
All right, which one?
Number 18.
Number 18, let me see here. Number 18, we're talking about CR 22-09425D, Eric Guerrero for restitution. State, what do we have?
Judge, if we can call out for the victim, a representative for TxDOT, Judge.
Oh, TxDOT?
Yes, Judge.
I want to see if there's anybody here from TxDOT. I think Rick's going to check as well.
Thank you, Judge.
First of all, in the waiting room, I don't see nobody from TxDOT. And so let's see what Rick finds over there. Yes, sir, bailiff.
Judge, the text dot was called 3 times and there was no response.
All right, yes, ma'am.
The victim was mailed a letter notifying of today's restitution hearing. As there has been no response from the victim, state asks that restitution in this case be set at 0.
All right, then it'll be 0 restitution in cost number CR 22-09425D, Eric Lucio Guerrero. That'll do it, Mr. Prado. You're excused. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
day.
You too, huh?
Let's see if this is,
Let me see who else. Which case is that? Okay.
Eduardo,
That's the one we did earlier. We did the hearing already.
Eduardo Gamba.
Yeah. Number 1.
No, that's Patricio Gamba.
But that's somebody else's home. Yep. All right, he does not have audio. We'll put him on the phone again or what?
It's connecting. There he is.
Okay. All right, you need to unmute Mr. Nino. You need to unmute. There you go. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. Your name is Joshua Nino, right?
Yes, sir.
CR 1915-184D. Your attorney is Jesus Contreras?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're set today for arraignment, but I don't see Mr. Contreras in the waiting room nor at the courtroom. So
Yeah,
for
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Honestly, I haven't heard from him at all. Like since I figured out the court date was going to be in December, it's been like kind of a struggle. He just reached out to me yesterday, and then that was like it. I have not heard from him at all.
We'll reappoint him.
Okay. Then was he appointed?
Yeah, he was a court appointed. Yep.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to get another court appointed. Do we need his phone number?
Yes.
Can we have your phone number, Mr. Nino?
Yes. It's 956-478-0766.
478-0766. You're
The
gonna,
bailiff will call him.
yeah, we're gonna be giving you a phone call here because I think we're gonna have to appoint you somebody else, okay? So for today, we'll do nothing. We'll set it for February the 2nd at 2 p.m. February the 2nd, 2 p.m. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. He did tell me over the phone yesterday to make my plea, but I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that without him present or.
Well, today was set for arraignment. Arraignment meaning I was gonna admonish you about your charges, potential penalty, and then take a not guilty plea and then set it again for another case, another date, so that you can either consider a plea or see what you're gonna do.
No, just because it's set for this date doesn't
Yeah.
mean he's gotta wait till.
Oh yeah, we're gonna set it for for right now on the books, February 2nd at 2 p.m. When you get your attorney, or if you go back to Mr. Contreras, whichever one, if you work something out, let the state know, let the court know. We'll bring you in right away.
What do you mean by work something out?
If you want a plea, for example, we'll take up
Okay.
that plea right away. We
Okay.
don't have
Yeah.
we don't have to wait till the February 2nd.
Okay. But regardless, I do have to wait till like whatever time's available, right?
Right. But for right now, it's a pretrial setting for February the 2nd at 2 p.m. But when you get your new attorney, if you're going to get one, you'll know the date and so forth. You can discuss the case with him and see what you all decide to do.
Okay. So like in regards to like the case and everything, he's the one that would have basically, explained to you guys what happened, what I'm trying to do, and stuff like that, right? Like for example, like the reason I found out about this was not through the mail. I never got no letter.
Oh, well, no. Yeah, you discuss that with your lawyer, and then
Let's give him December 14th.
Okay,
December 14th at 11 a.m.
we'll change it for December the 14th, 11 a.m.
Rick, are you there?
Yeah. Okay, then I'll just tell my lawyer, what's going on with me.
Did you get his phone number, Rick, so you can call him with the new name of the attorney?
Yes, ma'am. 478-0766.
You got it.
Mr. Nino, expect a call from our bailiff, Rick Liscano. He's going to call you with the new attorney, and that is the attorney that you're going to be speaking with, and you are to appear again December 14th at 11 a.m.
Okay. And
Okay, that sounds good.
At that point, we'll see what you all decide to do. Okay.
Okay then.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. We can go
Have a
next.
good day.
Eli, number Eliasar Guzman Jr.,
Give me a number here.
13, 14, and 15.
13, 14, and 15.
And he's connecting.
Okay. What's going to happen here? Do we know? Was it appointed?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, on behalf of probation, I'm monitoring the reports and I do have an announcement on violations.
On which one?
On Eliasar Guzman, Judge, 13, 14, 15.
He's got violations?
Yes, on the portable. He's not doing his test like he's supposed to.
All right. Can you hear me, Mr. Guzman?
Yes, sir, I can. Earlier, I had some trouble connecting the audio, but yes, I can hear you now. Can you guys hear me?
All right. Are you employed right now?
Yes, I'm actually at work. I had to come back to the hotel right now to get out of work to come back to, because the job site that we have right now, not really too well with signals. I had to come back to the hotel, use the Wi-Fi.
Okay. And where's work at?
Right now, I'm in Tappahannock, Virginia.
Tappa what?
Tappahannock,
Tappahannock.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now, I understand from Ms. Jessica Ramirez, the probation officer, that you're missing, you're not reporting?
Yeah, there's been quite a few. I think, when was it? I think maybe about 3 weeks ago. There was like about a week and a half that was straight missed due to a non-payment. I tried to get it resolved, but I wasn't able to make the payment in time or anything like that. So he kept me blocked until I was able to go make the payment.
Are you back on the?
Yes, I'm back on it. Yes, sir.
Okay, because, what were the violations here, Ms. Ramirez?
Judge, for the month of November, I had 45 missed tests out of 97.
Okay.
I don't have a whole week and a half. I have 2 or 3 days in a row, if anything, but I don't have 7 to 10 days. I do have 45 missed total for October, for November. No, October was 24. September was 27. August 22, Judge.
Okay. What do you recommend, Ms. Ramirez?
Judge, if he could be admonished, and most of them are in the morning for the last one. If he doesn't have single, most of the time he could still test and it'll come through as soon as a signal comes in. If he's going into work very early, Judge, he could do it before, before the scheduled time, and it still will come up. At this time, just a sanction, Judge, for him to get on track and do his test the way he's supposed to.
All right. Did you hear that, Mr. Guzman? You're supposed to follow the instructions.
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna give it another date. What is it?
1:18.
It'll be 1/18,
10 a.m.
10 a.m. It'll be
So-
another hearing date, okay? 1/18, 10 a.m.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure,
Is there a police report on file, sir?
There should be one.
Because I got a hold of my mom yesterday, and apparently, according to Elsa, Texas, there's no police report for the DWI.
Okay, I don't know anything about that. Ms. State, do you see one? Let me ask the state right now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
For
Yes, sir. Thank
for
you.
the DWI case, police report?
Yes.
All right, should be in the file.
Judge, yes, all discovery has been sent over to Mr. Sepulveda, Judge.
Okay, all discovery has been sent to him, but do you see a police report in there?
I do.
Because apparently that's the problem with getting this DWI dismissed. There's no, I'm actually trying to plead not guilty for this DWI. And apparently that's one of the situations going on, that the police report, according to my, I honestly haven't talked to my attorney since at all. Like, I've never gotten word with my attorney at all. I've called them, never gotten an answer. I've had to send my sister and my stepmom to Eloy's office, call me when they get there, and put me on the phone and have them pass my sister's phone or my my stepmom's phone to either the receptionist, which I believe is his brother, or Eloy specifically, so I can be able to go and talk to them. I have no idea what's going on with this DWI, nothing like that. The warrants, I understand, those are warrants. Yes, those are passed, but the DWI, I'm trying to get that resolved right now, and I haven't been able to talk to the attorney at all.
Was your attorney appointed?
Yes, sir. He was appointed.
All right. What's your phone number?
My phone number is 956 405 2878.
2878?
Yes, sir.
405 2878. All right. I'm going to give you the new date of 1/18, 10 a.m.
Okay.
And if we do happen to give you another attorney, you expect a phone call from my staff, okay?
Okay, yes, please. Thank you so much, sir.
And so, and then we'll go from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. For right now, please don't miss those testing that you're supposed to be doing, okay?
You got it. Yeah, up here right now, I'm in the Appalachian Mountains, so the signal is very horrible. Signal is very horrible up here.
Okay. All right. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garza. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Who you wanna?
I have Richard Garza. I don't know what.
Richard Garza. Okay.
What case he has.
Judge,
Yes.
Mr. Richard Garza just texted me that he is in for Mr. Dan Longoria, which is number 16 on your docket.
16.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Garza. Richard Garza, right?
Emilio Moreno.
It's been a while, Judge. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, man. Let's see here. You're here on CR 22-07-539D. Abilio Moreno, Science, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is a compliance hearing.
That's what it was in reference to the machine, proof of the machine that he does have it.
He does have it?
My understanding, talking to Mr. Longoria, he said that he just needs to get the information to, I guess, Mrs. Ramirez, right?
Right. I haven't done anything.
Okay. Okay. Then I guess
What I can do is have him come by my office, Judge.
But he's not here too, so he needs to be listening.
Yeah.
Judge.
Yeah. Do you have Mr. Abilio there with you by any chance in your office?
No, Your Honor. He's supposed to be on. I can call him because Mr. Longoria did give me his number. He should be on, Judge.
Okay, he's not. And let me ask Bailiff. He's not out there, Bailiff? Abilio Science?
Let me call out the name, Judge.
Okay. Yeah, call him right now.
That's what I'm doing right now as I speak, Judge.
Okay.
Mr. Science. Yes, sir. The judge says you are not in the Zoom. Are you logged in or not? No, I'm not logged in, sir. Okay. You're supposed to be logged in.
Mr. Ramirez.
He just hung up on me. Let me call him back. I guess he hung up on me. Maybe he's logging in from his phone. Just let me give him
Okay.
Can we-
a minute without, he hung up on me right away.
All right.
So
Hernandez, Jesse Villalobos has a.
Okay, we got a plea.
Judge, I have Mr. Science in the courtroom.
there he is.
Hello, sir. Judge,
There's sign. What? Give me the number again. 13. What was it?
I apologize. Let me just.
Number 16.
Number 16. Abilio Moreno Science, and that'll be CR 22 07539D. Okay, this is the one that we're asking for. Mr. Science, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Did you ever get the Unilock device or the mobile?
Yes, sir. I actually went the day before after me and Dan were here last month, and I was scheduled to leave to work, but I was able to get one. But it turned out that it was a defective device where you plugged in the power. It broke off, so they couldn't get me one. And you know, I mean, I couldn't get a schedule back. Laura, I barely got home around 2 a.m. Monday morning.
Okay.
And yesterday, as soon as possible, I went back. They gave me a new one. It's already active. I already done my tests as scheduled.
Okay.
And I have everything. I brought it with me.
Okay. Under what name? Under what name is it, or what's the name of the company? The vendor? All right.
Judge, I have the receipt. He installed it with Lifesaver.
Okay.
Yeah.
American and Alliance.
Okay, pre-trial date right now. We're gonna, here's Mr. Garza, here's the pre-trial date. Pre-trial, February the 2nd, 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
February the 2nd, 2 p.m.
I will go ahead and convey that to Mr. Longoria, Judge.
Okay, and remember, Mr. of Science, please, no alcohol consumption while the case is pending, okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay, yes, sir, you're excused. Have a great day.
Likewise. God bless
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Garza, that'll do it, sir. Thank you. You have a great day,
Thank you.
sir.
You have a good day, Judge.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay,
We're waiting on Jesse Villalobos. His client is in the waiting.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Waiting to do a plea. All right, now, good morning, everyone. Court will resume with the December 7th, 2022 docket. And we have Mr. Dallas Gutierrez here, standing in for Jesus Villalobos. And we have Marcos Hernandez, CR 2106312D. Marcos Manuel Hernandez, who is going to be doing a plea. All right, Mr. Hernandez, would you please unmute?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. We're going to be doing a plea here. Your charge is DWI Class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those two rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosure as State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State Exhibit 4. State also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objections, Your Honor. So agreed and stipulated.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation, state?
In CR 2106312D, the state recommends an $800 fine, court costs 1 year, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 2 years, a repeat offender program, a mobile device for 1 year, 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, 3 continuous days in Hidalgo County Jail, Mothers Against Drunk Driving Impact Panel, and 80 community service hours.
That is our understanding, Your Honor. We just asked for any consideration on the community service hours. He does work full time. He will be with this plea. They will be giving him a reduced sentence, a felony that he has as well. And so we're just asking for any consideration the court will give.
Okay, and that's sometimes that's why pleas or recommendations are pretty solid, because normally they're going to dismiss a case or something. But in here, we'll go ahead and waive the community hours, and it'll be a what, $300 fine plus court costs, 1 year probated for 2 years, repeat offenders program, the interlock with the mobile for 1 year, 180 days suspension of driver license, 3 days in jail, and then the MET program. Did I leave anything else, state?
No, that's correct, Judge. And the fine was, the recommendation for the fine was 800. I don't know if you, are you reducing that to 300, you said?
Yeah, $300.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then that'll be the judgment. Did you hear that, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. Thank
All
you.
right. Good luck with that. Okay. Good luck with your probation.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You're excused. Have a good day. Thank you.